Get ready to dive into the mysteries of the ancient world, where colossal stones and megalithic wonders challenge everything we know about early civilizations. If you're excited to explore these incredible secrets, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this journey with your friends so they can join the adventure too. Together, we'll uncover the stories etched in stone, revealing human ingenuity, lost knowledge, and the awe-inspiring feats of our ancestors. Stay curious, stay amazed, and let's embark on this timeless exploration into the unknown. In the heart of our planet's most ancient landscapes lie monuments that defy explanation. They stand not as simple remnants of time, but as echoes of civilizations that may have existed far earlier than mainstream history dares to acknowledge. Massive megalithic structures, some older than 12,000 years, emerge across continents, each more imposing and enigmatic than the last. Their existence forces us to question everything we think we know about humanity's past. How were these colossal stones transported and assembled with such precision? What knowledge did their creators possess? And what purpose did these structures serve? These are not merely archaeological curiosities. They are challenges to our very understanding of history. The scientific community has long debated the origins of these ancient megaliths. Radiocarbon dating, geological studies, and material analyses have placed some of these structures at a time when human civilization was supposedly still in its infancy. Agriculture was just beginning to develop. Permanent settlements were sparse, and yet here were people moving stones that weigh tens of tons, carving them with intricate detail, and arranging them with an architectural foresight that rivals modern engineering. The precision of alignment, the symmetry of design, and the apparent understanding of astronomical cycles embedded in some of these sites suggest a level of sophistication that many scholars struggle to explain. Across the globe, from the plains of Europe to the highlands of Asia and the valleys of the Americas, evidence of these megalithic anomalies appears. In Europe, massive stone blocks in regions like Baalbek and Karnak show precise arrangement and geometric perfection. In Asia, particularly in the Indian subcontinent, one finds ancient temples and massive stone platforms that suggest organized labor and advanced understanding of leverage. Across the Americas, enigmatic pyramids and megalithic platforms predate recorded civilizations in the region, hinting at a lost knowledge that was once shared across vast distances or developed independently, yet with striking similarities. The global presence of these structures raises questions about parallel civilizations, lost traditions, or possibly even forgotten eras of human achievement. The sheer scale of these stones is staggering. Some weigh more than 20 tons each, yet they are positioned in ways that suggest deliberate planning, not random placement. Lines of sight, alignment with celestial bodies, and mathematical ratios point to an intelligence that was acutely aware of both the physical and metaphysical dimensions of their world. How did ancient humans without modern machinery manage to transport such massive blocks? Ropes, wooden rollers, and manpower could explain small-scale constructions. But the engineering feats evident in many megalithic sites go far beyond what conventional methods could achieve. This has led some researchers to propose alternative explanations, ranging from lost technologies to unknown techniques long forgotten by history. The debate between natural formation and human design is ongoing. Some scientists argue that many of these formations could be the result of natural tectonic forces, erosion patterns, and sedimentary layering. Yet, when observed closely, the deliberate shaping, interlocking of stones, and evidence of tool marks suggest intentional construction. These artifacts do not simply rest on the ground. They interact with the environment, creating spaces for ritual, observation, or governance, implying a conscious effort to manipulate space and stone for specific purposes. This duality between natural forces and human intention adds another layer to the mystery, making it clear that these sites are far more than simple rocks piled by accident. Archaeologists, historians, and engineers have tirelessly studied these sites, uncovering patterns, measurements, and alignments that defy contemporary understanding. Some stones are perfectly leveled, others cut at angles that allow them to fit seamlessly with neighboring blocks, forming structures that have withstood millennia of earthquakes, floods, and the erosion of time. These feats challenge the conventional narrative of technological progression, suggesting that ancient peoples may have had access to knowledge that we either no longer possess or have yet to fully comprehend. The more we study these sites, the more questions arise, creating a feedback loop of curiosity and awe. Cultural and religious traditions often provide additional layers of interpretation. Legends, folklore, and spiritual texts frequently reference massive stones, titanic builders, and sacred landscapes. In some traditions, these megaliths are said to be the work of gods or giants, indicating that even ancient peoples recognized a supernatural or extraordinary dimension to their creation. While modern science seeks empirical explanations, these myths highlight the profound psychological and cultural impact of the structures, underscoring their significance across human consciousness. The spiritual resonance of these stones suggests that they were not merely functional, but central to rituals, astronomical observations, or societal identity. Even today, the question remains: did humans build these structures using lost technologies? Or are we seeing evidence of an advanced civilization that history has erased? Perhaps it is a combination of ingenuity and circumstance, yet the mystery endures. Each megalithic site adds to a tapestry of human innovation, revealing the possibility that our ancestors were far more capable, coordinated, and visionary than previously believed. The meticulous arrangements, the astronomical alignments, and the astonishing durability of the structures compel us to reconsider the timeline of human development and the potential of prehistoric societies. The environmental context of these sites also plays a critical role. Many megalithic structures are situated near rivers, mountain passes, or fertile plains, indicating strategic selection for both resources and symbolic meaning. Waterways may have facilitated transport of massive stones, while elevated platforms allowed for observation of celestial events. The interaction between humans and their environment, particularly in a time before modern tools, emphasizes a sophisticated understanding of physics, logistics, and astronomy. These considerations reveal that ancient builders were not just constructing monuments, they were shaping human interaction with space and time itself. Perhaps one of the most fascinating aspects is the universality of megalithic construction. Across different continents and cultures, humans appear to have independently developed techniques for lifting, shaping, and aligning massive stones. This raises tantalizing questions about knowledge transmission in prehistory. Were there ancient networks of communication and learning that spanned vast distances? Or did human ingenuity simply converge on similar solutions to similar problems? Either possibility forces a re-evaluation of our assumptions about the isolation and capabilities of prehistoric communities. Finally, these ancient marvels compel us to embrace mystery and curiosity. Each block, each alignment, and each site is a fragment of a story that spans tens of thousands of years. They remind us that history is not static, but constantly evolving, and that the past holds secrets still waiting to be uncovered. The megalithic anomalies of the ancient world are not just stones. They are questions etched in rock, daring us to seek, to learn, and to imagine. They invite us to explore the boundaries of human possibility and challenge us to reconsider what we know about the dawn of civilization. Even as researchers continue to debate, measure, and explore, the wonder of these structures remains. They are more than evidence. They are a call to curiosity, an invitation to peer into a world where the extraordinary was not only possible, but realized. They compel us to ask, not just how, but why. And in seeking those answers, we connect with the minds, hands, and spirits of those who walked the earth long before us, leaving behind a legacy carved in stone, enduring beyond the reach of time. Across the globe, ancient megalithic structures continue to amaze and puzzle historians, archaeologists, and engineers alike. From the towering stones of Baalbek in Lebanon to the enigmatic temples of Göbekli Tepe in modern-day Turkey, these monuments push the boundaries of what we believe early civilizations could achieve. Each continent holds its secrets. The Cyclopean walls of Peru, the massive stone platforms in Japan, and the intricately aligned stones of the British Isles all present a common enigma: human capability seemingly surpassing the limits of contemporary technology. These sites not only challenge chronological assumptions, but also demand a re-examination of the way knowledge, skill, and culture were transmitted in prehistory. The unusual precision and technique observed in these structures suggest a deep understanding of engineering principles, physics, and astronomy. Stones were cut, lifted, and positioned with a degree of accuracy that, even today, would be considered remarkable. Some blocks interlock in ways that allow them to endure earthquakes, while others are aligned to track the movement of the sun, moon, and stars, effectively serving as prehistoric observatories. The repeated appearance of such sophisticated techniques across widely separated locations raises questions about independent invention versus shared knowledge. Could there have been ancient networks of knowledge exchange, lost to the ages, that connected civilizations thousands of miles apart? Or were these coincidences of ingenuity arising from similar environmental and practical challenges? Alternative and non-traditional theories add even more layers to the mystery. Some researchers suggest that these megaliths may indicate the presence of a highly advanced, but now forgotten, civilization predating the ones we know from the conventional historical record. Others propose more speculative ideas, such as influences from otherworldly or extraterrestrial sources, largely due to the seemingly impossible scale and precision of the constructions. While mainstream archaeology remains cautious, it is undeniable that these anomalies stretch the limits of human understanding and spark the imagination in ways that conventional theories cannot fully explain. The human impact on these ancient sites is another fascinating aspect. Beyond their construction, these monuments shape the culture, religion, and social structures of the communities that built and interacted with them. Megalithic structures often served as ceremonial centers, places for communal gatherings, or spiritual focal points. In some regions, they were aligned with solstices and equinoxes, marking not just time, but cycles of life, fertility, and harvest. Their presence affected settlement patterns, agricultural planning, and even local economies. The intertwining of practical, spiritual, and astronomical purposes demonstrates an advanced level of societal organization, long before written records could capture such complexity. Religion and mythology have also been inseparably linked to these sites. Across various cultures, legends speak of giants, gods, or supernatural beings shaping the stones, conveying an ancient awareness that these monuments were extraordinary. While modern scientists may dismiss these as mere folklore, the persistent cultural memory surrounding the stones highlights the awe and reverence that ancient peoples had for their own creations. The intersection of mythology, spirituality, and engineering is striking. It suggests that humans, even in their earliest societies, recognized the sacred dimension of monumental construction. And megaliths were not just functional. They were expressions of cosmic and societal order, meant to inspire, intimidate, or connect communities to higher powers. Environmental and geological factors also played a critical role in the location and design of megalithic structures. Many were built near rivers, quarries, or elevated plains, suggesting strategic thinking in terms of resource management and transport logistics. Waterways could have been used for moving massive stones, while natural elevations offered vantage points for observation or ritual purposes. In some cases, the placement aligns with geological features that accentuate the visual or symbolic impact of the site. The blending of natural landscape with human design emphasizes a nuanced understanding of the interplay between the environment and construction, an understanding that many modern engineers would admire. Globally, Researchers have also uncovered surprising consistencies in construction methods. From the precise leveling of massive stones in Machu Picchu to the interlocking blocks of Sacsayhuaman, the application of geometry, leverage, and alignment shows a shared sophistication. Even where cultures had no apparent contact with one another, similar solutions appear repeatedly. These parallel developments hint at an innate human capacity for problem-solving at large scales, suggesting that, far from being primitive, ancient societies may have possessed intellectual resources and organizational skills that rival modern civilization in unexpected ways. The ongoing debate among scholars reflects the extraordinary nature of these sites. Some argue that the anomalies are purely natural, formed over millennia by tectonic shifts, erosion, and environmental forces. Others assert that deliberate human craftsmanship is undeniable, pointing to tool marks, cut lines, and architectural patterns that natural forces alone cannot explain. Controversy is particularly intense when sites display both human and natural features, blurring the line between coincidence and intent. This tension keeps the field of study dynamic, encouraging continuous research, debate, and exploration. Perhaps the most compelling aspect of these ancient structures is their ability to inspire wonder across generations. They challenge assumptions, provoke curiosity, and invite speculation about humanity's forgotten past. They remind us that history is not merely a linear progression, but a layered, multifaceted narrative in which our understanding is continually evolving. Each discovery, measurement, or reinterpretation adds new chapters to the story, suggesting that the past holds far more secrets than textbooks reveal. These stones are silent witnesses, standing for thousands of years, yet speaking volumes about human ingenuity, ambition, and mystery. As we approach the conclusion of this exploration, it becomes clear that the megalithic structures are more than relics. They are windows into human potential, cosmic understanding, and societal achievement. They encourage us to imagine worlds in which ancient humans were capable of engineering, organizing, and contemplating in ways that rival our own technological age. Their endurance is both a testament to the skill of their builders and a reminder of the impermanence of civilizations that fail to pass on knowledge effectively. What they leave behind is both physical and philosophical, urging modern humans to question, investigate, and marvel. In a final reflection, these ancient monuments compel us to embrace the unknown. Whether human, natural, or somewhere in between, their existence inspires a sense of awe and humility. They remind us that the Earth has witnessed countless generations, many of which may have possessed knowledge we are only beginning to rediscover. Each stone, each alignment, and each structure is an invitation to question the past, to appreciate the ingenuity of our ancestors, and to remain curious about the mysteries that continue to elude definitive explanation. They are not just constructions. They are challenges, puzzles, and legacies carved in stone, daring us to imagine the extraordinary potential of human history. And so, as we leave these ancient monuments behind, we are left with the timeless lesson that the world is full of wonders waiting to be discovered. The megaliths speak not just of the past, but of the human spirit, its creativity, resilience, and boundless curiosity. They remind us that our story is far from complete, and the more we uncover, the more we realize how much remains hidden, waiting for those willing to seek it. In the end, the greatest treasure these ancient stones offer is the spark of wonder, urging us to explore, to question, and to marvel at the mysteries of a world far older and richer than we could ever imagine. So as the sun sets behind these colossal stones, casting shadows that have endured thousands of years, we are reminded that history is alive, not static. The megaliths are more than stone. They are a testament to human potential, a whisper from the past, and a challenge to the future. Every discovery invites us to think bigger, question deeper, and imagine the impossible. Stay curious, stay inspired, and remember that the world's greatest mysteries are never truly solved. They are lived, explored, and cherished. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more revelations from the hidden corners of our ancient world.